everybody, welcome back to another episode of My Mom's Recipe Box. So cooking was one of the things that my mom and I liked more than just about anything to do together, was cooking. Followed closely behind by eating. So anyway, today we're going to make a recipe for something that I loved when I was younger. It's something that my mom and I never made them, but we ate them together. They were really popular fair food, okay? So what we're gonna make today are corn dogs. Woohoo! Corn dogs are just amazing, everybody. If you have a fair where you are, if you have a state fair or a county fair, or if you have a fair in your city, or if you have a carnival, or if you have anything like that, please go and try a corn dog. Now, if you're a vegetarian like Mark and I are, it's going to be really difficult to find a corn dog that's vegetarian at the fair, okay? I've never seen one at the fair, and I've been to plenty of fairs in my day. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make a variation on a corn dog using a vegan hot dog. And cameraman, if you want to take a look here, these are vegan hot dogs, okay? This brand is Sweet Earth brand. I can tell you that they smell just like hot dogs, but they're softer in texture. So I would not cook them in boiling water if I were you, if you want to just have a hot dog, because I don't think they're going to stand up to that, okay? I think you're going to need to find an alternate way, like on the grill or in a frying pan or whatever. We're going to be deep frying our corn dogs today, so there's no worries, okay? So let's get to it. So come over here, cameraman. So you've already seen the hot dogs. What I'm going to do with these hot dogs is I washed them, I rinsed them off, and I dried them really well. And I'm going to cut them into thirds, okay? So let's just do that right now. Okay, I've got my knife here somewhere. Here we go. So we're filming this in the summer, which is, you know, when the fair season is usually in full swing. Okay, I'm going to cut these into thirds. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it. There we go. So I'm going to make, for all you math people out there, how many corn dogs am I going to make? Exactly right, cameraman. We're making 12 corn dogs today. Okay, so I've got those cut up, and these are obviously going to be minis. You can make the whole corn dog and dip it in the batter and fry it, but I think that's going to be a little difficult for the home cook, okay, which is me. So I'm going to cut these and make them into minis. Okay, so we have our corn dogs here, and I'm just going to put them over here. The other thing we're going to use today is Hushpuppy mix. This is Hushpuppy mix, and what it is, it's kind of like a cornmeal mix, and it's got, you know, the baking powder already in it, and it's got a little bit of dried onion in it. So these are not going to be as sweet as fair style corn dogs are, okay? So the really easy thing about this is the only thing I need to add to this Hushpuppy mix is water. Isn't that easy? So that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to get my spoon. Where's my spoon? Heck. Sorry, everybody. Oh, sorry. So I'm just assaulting the cameraman. So you want to sort of eyeball this, because you don't want to have too much water because you don't want the batter to be runny. You don't want to put in not enough water because you don't want the batter to be too thick. So I'm going to start with about 1/4 cup of water, and I'm just going to see what I've got here. So this is 2 cups of Hushpuppy mix. Obviously we're going to need more water. So let me pour this in there. Now you don't want to beat this to death, because flour, don't want it to get tough, okay? So I'm just going to give this a stir with my fork, and I can see here that I still need a little more water. Okay, so that was 1 cup of water, and that wasn't quite enough. So let me just grab another cup and put that in there a little bit at a time. Okay, I think we're still going to need a little bit more water here. Okay, take that. Those hot dogs smell fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this. Make sure I don't have huge lumps in it. All right, I think I'll put a little bit more water in here. I'll give you the measurements in the details below, okay? Okay, that looks good. So we're going to mix this just until it's all incorporated. Okay. Let me see if I can get this where you can see the consistency. See that? It might need to be a tiny bit thinner. Think pancake batter. Okay, guys? Yeah. Actually, I'm not going to add any more. Actually, I am. Just a little bit. So I would say right now we're at about 2.5 cups of water. And I think that's going to work. Okay, so we've got this mixed up. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. Okay, and that'll help the flour, the mixture, to absorb the water. And then we'll see what our consistency is like. Okay, so we'll see you in 5 minutes. Hi everybody, welcome back. So while the Hushpuppy mix was sitting for the 5 minutes, I went ahead and started heating up my oil. Got a plate with some paper towels, and put a few tablespoons of cornstarch in a freezer bag. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my hot dogs and I'm going to put them in the cornstarch and give them a shake, because I want the Hushpuppy batter to stick to the hot dog and not come off in the pan, okay? So this is a good way to get your hot dogs drier and better able to allow the batter to stick. Okay, so I put all my hot dogs in this bag and I'm going to close the top. Okay, and then I'm going to give it a shake. Just roll them around in there and get them coated in the cornstarch. If you have potato starch, that'll work also. Okay, doesn't have to be cornstarch. All right, so now we've got those. Got those in the cornstarch. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take them out, shake it off, and see we've got this little hot dog wrapped in cornstarch. So I'm going to take one of my cut skewers and I'm just going to poke it through the hot dog just like that. Okay? So let's go ahead, get these done. Make sure to tap off the excess. Stick your stick in. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and do these. You don't have to watch every single one of them. If I had some interesting stuff to talk about, you could. But I don't know if I do have any interesting stuff to talk about today. Cameraman, do you have any interesting stuff to talk about? How's it going with you? You want to tell the people at home about your English Conversation Club, or about the last podcast you listened to, or the last book you read? No? Okay. What about, are you working on any stories? You working on any short stories, or no? Are you thinking about starting your own podcast? People, the cameraman is much more interesting than what he's showing us right now. I can tell you that, yes. And you guys out there who know the cameraman personally, and I know you're out there, I know you would be disagreeing with him right this minute, just as I am. So we'll stop torturing the cameraman, and and then we'll finish working on this. So let me toss this over here. And again, you want to just tap off the extra cornstarch, and then you want to stick your skewer right there. Oh, that's a little one. Wow. That might be too little. I don't know. The only reason I'm putting skewers in these guys is so I can pull them out of the oil a little easier. That's really the only reason. You don't have to use the skewers if you don't want to. And to be honest with you, we sort of developed this recipe, and this is kind of like the first time we're doing it too. Don't tell anybody. I know you guys think that this is some super professional channel. One of these days it will be. Maybe just not today. Okay. All right. So we're just about done with our hot dogs and our cornstarch. I'm gonna give these another shake before I get them in to the batter because they are kind of cornstarchy. Okay. And there we go. All right. And lo and behold, okay, the sticks and the corn dogs came out, the sticks and the hot dogs came out exactly the same. Okay, so there we go. Now what I'm going to do, take the spoon out of here. I'm going to come over here to my frying pan, which has, I would say, about an inch or so of oil in it. I'm going to turn the heat down to medium. And then we're just going to come over here and we're going to dip our hot dogs in the batter. And then when they're all dipped, there we go. Okay, get that all covered up there. Okay, and then I'm going to take this mixture and I'm going to just drop it at the edge of our pot. Okay. Just like that. So they're going to need to be turned, okay? So come on back and we will have these in there, okay? Hi everybody, welcome back. So the cameraman's going to show you what the pan looks like with our corn dogs. And as you can see, these cook quick, okay? So once you start putting them in the oil, you're going to pay some close attention to them, okay? So I've got one eye on the corn dogs and I've got one eye on the batter over here that I'm dipping the corn dogs in. Okay? All right. There we go. And the skewers are turning out to be a good idea because they give me something to sort of pull these little corn dogs out with. Okay, so I'm going to give that one like another minute. But you can see how quick these cook. Okay, so don't go outside and talk to your neighbor. Don't catch up on some email. Don't look at Twitter while you're doing this, okay? All right. And here goes another one. They almost look like little donuts. They don't smell like little donuts. The corn dog, the Hushpuppy mix that we're dipping them in has onion in it, like I said before. So these are going to be savory. The corn dog you get at the fair is going to be a little on the sweet side because the batter that they dip their hot dogs in is sweet. It is almost like a pancake or a, not quite a funnel cake batter, but close. Maybe that's a new thing we can try. There's corn dogs made out of funnel cake batter. And don't think I don't have funnel cake mix in my house, because I do. We also have a funnel cake recipe on the channel if you want to go back and check that out, you guys. Alright, let's grab our tongs and take a look. So I think we've got some that are getting ready. I'm going to pull this one and turn it over. That's just about done. This one is done. Let's put that over there. So we've got a plate with paper towels. The other thing you can use if you don't want to use paper towels on a plate is you can get a wire rack. Like if you have a wire cookie rack, you can put these on that. Believe it or not, I do not have a wire rack. I think I have everything else in the world that goes in the kitchen. And I think the cameraman is probably thinking to himself, God, yes, we don't need another kitchen gadget in this kitchen. But I don't agree, of course. I think you can never have too many kitchen gadgets. That's how I feel. So which way do you guys feel out there? Do you think you can never have too many kitchen gadgets, or do you think anything more than a knife and fork is too much? Leave your opinion in the comment section. Okay, this is our last little mini vegan hot dog. Now I have leftover Hushpuppy mix, and what I could do is just drop it into the oil without a hot dog in it, and it would make a delicious Hushpuppy. And I just might do that because I love them. Okay, that was the last of them. So now all we need to do is just keep an eye on what we got going on in this pan. And as you can see, some are getting close, but not quite yet. So I'm going to finish frying these, and then when we come back, we're going to have a taste test. Come on back. Hi everybody.
Hi.
It's tasting time. I don't know about you. This is my favorite part of the episode. I hope for all you guys who are still with us, that's awesome.
Okay.
So
Biggie.
we are going to taste test the vegan corn dogs, and we are going to wash them down with this cowboy cream soda from the Pop Shop in Frederick. And if you've been watching our Facebook taste test, you know that we love the Pop Shop in Frederick, and we have taste tested several of their very fine sodas over the last couple of months. So without further ado,
let's dig in.
the first thing I want to do is just point out that we do have some condiments. We have ketchup, stop,
Mustard.
and Paul Henlon, we have mustard.
Exactly, the whole Henlon family, I think.
For all you Henlons, we do have mustard. And for the spirit of Tony Bourdain, we have ketchup.
Someone's going to hell for putting it on a hot dog. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so dig into corn dogs. Be careful, babe. These might be
It could be hot temperature.
It could be temperature hot.
Cheers. Oh, first we'll do it without condiment and then
Okay.
straight up. Wow.
Oh my god!
So good. Oh my god.
These are so good! Why are you still watching? You should be rushing into your kitchen and putting these together because they are delicious.
Wow. The coating is amazing.
No way you would know that was a vegan hot dog.
And the hot dog is great.
It's so good.
First time we've had this. What was the brand name? I don't
It's
remember.
called Sweet Earth.
Sweet Earth. First time. Shout out to them. Take some mustard on it too.
The Hushpuppy is tender, crunchy. The hot dog is a little bit salty. It's a little saltier, I think, than a regular hot dog.
It could be.
But I know it's so good. Poor Ruby.
Sorry, Ruby. No, you're not getting any. I'm gonna try the Cowboy Cream Soda from Jackson Hole Soda, batch brewed.
You mean I have to stop eating that?
Yes. Here we go. Cheers. Oh, that's good. It's really smooth. It's creamy.
And it goes perfectly with the corn dog.
Absolutely.
It's a perfect accompaniment.
For all you New Yorkers out there, or people who want to be from New York, this is a great New York dish. Would be not necessarily the corn dog, but a hot dog with mustard and cream soda is kind of a classic. So we're doing our spin on it. Vegan corn dog.
You just can't go wrong.
And the cream soda, mustard, or ketchup.
The ketchup actually is a great accompaniment because it cuts the saltiness of the corn dog.
This is awesome. Wow.
Dang, this is good.
There's room for the next one.
Guys, I hate to, talk with my mouth full,
We have to.
but
It's so good.
I'm going to be eating corn dogs for a while, and I don't know when my mouth is not going to be full.
These are really, really good.
Really.
Perfect for the summer for all you folks maybe, if you can get to a county fair, but if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you cannot eat those, you can make these.
You guys, if you want to try them in the air fryer, let me know how it goes.
Let us know, put it in the comments.
Because you could bake these, but I think you'd want to make the batter a little bit thicker. I think.
Batter is incredible.
The batter is just wonderful. I mean, this is one of the best recipes we've done in a long time.
First time Susie
and
made
first
it.
time,
It's
and then we
home run.
made it up.
Grand slam for all you baseball fans.
Yeah,
Right?
it was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, that's our show for today.
My mom's recipe box.
My Mom's Recipe
YouTube,
Box. Follow us,
Like,
subscribe, share.
Tell your friends and family and neighbors. Mm-hmm.
Remember, we're on YouTube and Facebook. So
Exactly.
check us out.
Check us out.
My Mom's Recipe Box in both places.
See
Okay?
you soon. Stay
See you
safe.
soon. Bye-bye.